I'm Erin Barry. I am from New York City.
So, Aaron, you had a real bad date. Did you pay for the bill?
No.
Did you guys kiss?
Yes, a very appropriate at the bar, not up.
How long did the date last?
It was like 45 minutes, an hour. Two cocktails. Two cocktails worth of a date.
Okay. How did you guys meet? How did it start?
Well, we met on an app, which most of the time that's how we do it here in New York City. There's 8 million people on the island, and we have to swipe to find each other. This is just like unfortunately how it works. He was in his 30s and he was like a finance bruh. Like he was like Wall Street finance, like looked like dressed older than he was, but really good looking. Like he was definitely like attracted to him. And yeah, so we met and we met up. We were like doing like the texting back and forth, and yeah, we met up.
So, when you are swiping on these dating apps,
Hmm.
what is something that catches your eye? Is it just physical attraction or is it their profile? Like, how do you go about swiping right?
Honestly, it's my gut. It's my gut. Like I was married to someone who I would not have on his picture picked it because he was good looking. I didn't meet my husband that way, by the way, but ex-husband. But it's kind of like a gut thing. It has to like catch my eye, and then I read. Then I read what they have. I read like the stats because sometimes it's like the 420 with this. Sometimes it's like I'm poly. Like you have to get right. You gotta vet that shit right through. I'm not interested in weed or polyamory. I can't find one date. How do people find three? It's like it blows my mind.
Is a blank profile a automatic no for you, or is it if he's hot enough you'll do it?
Yeah, if he's hot enough, I'll do it. Yeah, because there's a part of me, listen, there's a part of me who I know if can set up a hookup, and I know if I want to set up a date.
So, how long were you guys messaging before you guys met up?
Probably like a week or two. Like if you don't ask me out in the first like 10 text exchanges, like what is, yeah, yeah, that's something that bothers me. Like just messaging back and forth, like, okay, like I'm quite traditional. Like I'm a big old feminist, but I want you to ask me out. Like assert yourself. Wow, you're pretty cool. I'd like to meet you. Or like, sup? How you? How you doing? What are you up to? Like, sorry, the younger dudes. Like the older dudes are fat dad bods, and the younger dudes are douchebags. That's where I'm living in right now. That's the space that I'm in. That's it. So yeah, it was probably a week or two.
First impressions of him when you met him, was it what you saw in the profile, or did he
Yeah,
overstate himself, understate himself?
he looked exactly like he looked. He was smarter texting than face. I was like, ooh, this isn't the clever guy. All right, like a little hard to navigate a conversation, but I get it's nervous. You're nervous. You've never seen somebody before. Like it's like I give them the pass.
Right before it turned south, what happened?
Okay,
How was it
okay.
going?
Okay, so there were peppers of South. So we were having a good time. We were very, attracted to each other. We like kind of got going. We had one cocktail, and I just remember he was like every once in a while he would look at his phone and just put it down and come back. But I'm like, all right, you're a millennial, you're a Wall Street dude. That's just how you roll. Like I'm a Gen X. Like okay, I got to deal with it. But I kept seeing the names of the people that he was like a pop-up would come up, and they would one of them was like Melissa B, and then Carol T, and then like Melissa, and it would just there would either be a B or a T next to their names. It was always like and I'm like, these last names, like I don't understand, like this is weird, whatever, like this is just kind of weird. And it just said the B and the T, and I think another like, but they all were girls, and they all had capital, what is it, letters.
So,
Yes.
just to clarify, is it two or three different women that you'll see
Different
pop up,
names.
or is it like
Yep.
multiple different
Multiple. I,
names
I
with
remember there was a
either
Tanya.
B or
There was like a
T?
Tanya T and a Chelsea, whatever it was. There was a, and I'm like, he's doing it in front of me. Like he's and I was like, okay, this is all right, all right. But like you're in the date, so you're not like like hyper vigilant about it. I don't know. So that was where it started to go south. But where it right when it went south was right after like the kiss part. We were having a really good time, and we were gonna leave. We were gonna leave, and he asked me. He's like, "Come back, like come to my apartment, like like let's go, let's like he." Yeah. But he had I am not. This was a dating thing, not a hookup thing, from what I thought. And I just wasn't ready to give it up on the first. I just wasn't. I wasn't. So I was very polite, and I was very like, like I'm not rejecting you, but like I'm just not going home with you tonight. Like that's cool. And the bill came, and I went to go to the bathroom, and I came back, and I remember this as clear as day. So I came back as a dark bar, and he had a really bright phone. And as I'm walking, I see him in the middle of texting. Yeah, babe, I'm getting out. I'll meet you in where are we meeting? I'll meet you at the thing, babe. Where are you? And it was Melissa T. It was a T. Yeah, yeah.
So
And I
this
was
was
like,
a T. This was a
this
T.
was a T. I'm like, dude, hello? Like what? Like, okay. Like, I'm standing right here. And he turned around and he was just like, you're not gonna go home with me. I want to get late. Like I'm finding it elsewhere. I'm like, were these the girls that you were texting before? And he's like, yeah, I'm on a couple of websites. I'm a couple of dating sites. I'm on Tinder. I'm on Bumble. And I'm like, Melissa T, Tinder, Chelsea B, Bumble. And it like all came. And he was unapologetic about it. He was like, yep, I'm meeting someone else. You're not going to come home with me? And he left. He just left me there. Bye-bye. I hadn't even had my coat. I didn't even put my coat on. I was left at the Red Lion.
So we
Oh yeah.
so
Let's
just
go.
to
We can
recap,
start from the beginning.
there is so now we know
But I was like,
T is Tinder.
So he was labeling them,
B
and he
is
was like,
Bumble.
yeah, oh yeah, if they're T or B, yeah. And I'm like, did I have that? And he's like, oh yeah.
From there, he was just straight up and blunt with you, unapologetically. Didn't have any he didn't have a
Nothing.
lie or an
No.
excuse about it.
It was as soon as we had the moment of come back, and I'm like, not tonight, but we're like, it was good. Like, we had like a good thing. I was like, ooh, this is a cool dude, and he's hot and he's funny, and like he was, we had a rocky start, but we got in there, like it was good. And I go, as soon as I said no, in his mind it was like done. And he couldn't wait to get me out the door and just say it was a nice time, but like he didn't even give me that opportunity. Like he couldn't wait the 5 minutes. And then he was unapologetic the second, because I caught him. I was like, what are you doing? And he's like, oh, this is what I'm doing. You're not going home? I'm going home. You're not coming home with me? I'm not wasting any time.
So after this, did he text you afterwards? Did you guys talk after this, or that was just the end?
No. I wish I would have, because I have like a game that I play. I have a thing where I don't put their names in their phone until they're worthy of my name. So I don't do the B and the T, right? Or the H, So I mean, I don't have a lot now because it's COVID, but like I'll kind of know what their numbers are. Like I'll know who's the 917 is John and the 646 is Bill. Like I'll know that. Not that I have that many, once again, not slim pickings, but I'll just delete the text chain. So I don't know his name, right? So then if they come back in a few days or even in a few weeks, my response right away is, who's this? Such a good. But that didn't happen. I was kind of hoping that would have happened. Yeah, like when they ghost you and you're like, fuck that, and you like erase it, and then like 3 weeks later or a month later, that they were, dating some other girl and it didn't work out. So they're like, who can I go back to? Who can I go? My third,
What does it take to earn their contact saved in your phone?
I think like something meaningful. Yeah. I haven't had a lot of being like very transparent. I was divorced like 7 years ago, and I haven't had like anything truly meaningful But I would like date someone 1 or 2 months, and if I was exclusive, I guess, with them, they'll, or something like worthy. I don't know. It's not like there's no like definitive like 14 texts in a row, then you get in. But it's like a feeling. Like, all right, I'm gonna talk to this guy for a while.
Do you recommend glancing or peeking at their phone, or is it? Because I mean, I think in your situation, it was kind of
Yeah.
just bright and in your face, or just blatant.
Oh, it was right
Let
there.
me
Oh,
check.
it was right
Yeah.
there. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I think your
No.
situation is a little different, but in something similar or a little different, do you recommend peeking at
No.
the phone or contacts or?
No, I recommend you being an adult and asking them and then seeing if they lie.
Gotcha.
Of course. I mean, oh, I know girls that like will do, wait, what is it? Like when they're sleeping, they'll have their boyfriend like puts the thumb and to open it
Is
up
that a
and they read
thing?
their texts. I've heard of it, not me. I've not done that. I don't have the where I couldn't even think that far in advance. I would just say, "Are you texting her?" So when guys are cheating on their person, first of all, you fucking erase the text. You erase it. Why would you keep it if you don't want to you erase it? Or you put them in as a dude's name that you're already friends with so that they don't see when they'll see Michael when it's really Sharon. So the girl's like, "Who you texting?" He's like, "Oh, Michael, see? There's the name, Michael." So they don't bother reading the rest of it.
Not speaking from experience at all. Just just speaking from what I've seen and heard.
Right.
That is called either. There's a term for that. It's called
Oh,
scrubbing your
really?
phone. You scrub your phone, or you
Scrub. Oh, that's erasing it.
or you bleach your phone. You bleach it. You just get everything out of there and just throw bleach on it. And that's the term that men use to.
Wait, which is scrubbing and which is bleaching? Or they're the same
They're
thing?
interchangeable. It's
Oh, okay.
oh, my girlfriend's coming over. I need to scrub my phone. Or oh, so and so's coming over. I need to bleach it. That's the term. This is where I guess, where did you meet him? Which app was this from? It had to be Tinder or Bumble because he put T or B. I
I know.
didn't
When I
hear an
was
age.
telling the story, I'm like, oh.
I didn't hear an age. I'm gonna say Tinder just because of uh, his attitude and how he was just ready to dip and be out of there. Oh,
It was Tinder. Yeah, totally Tinder. And I have not been on Tinder in years.
why not Tinder anymore for you?
I don't know. I'm like I feel like if you're on one, you're on all of them, I guess. I don't want to like I'm doing Hinge now. I'm barely doing anything now because look around. You think I want to waste my energy and my health on a douchebag that might or might not? I mean, do you know what I do now?
Hmm.
I have a FaceTime first, and then I'll decide if I want to meet them. Oh, that's a COVID thing. You think I want to expose? Like, I mean, I'm pretty good about my health. Like, I'm not exposing myself to someone unless like they're worth that, you know. But yeah, no, I'm just on Hinge. I just feel like it's a little more civilized, but the bar ain't higher, unfortunately. I've never been picked up
I
in a
don't
bar.
believe that at all.
I am not kidding, Stephen. And also, I'm a group fitness instructor, right? So I see, well, when I was, uh, you know, almost 20 classes a week worth of dudes coming to my class. Never once has anyone approached me, and I do think that it's because I maintain a very professional thing. But there's a part of me that's like, none of you, not one, not one took the chance. Like, yeah. Oh
D-
yeah,
d-
yeah, yeah. I'm just
does it
not. I
matter
think
where
I'm
you
just
meet someone, or would you rather meet someone in person, or does it not matter?
absolutely would rather meet them in person because then you know right away.
Looking back, uh, what advice would you give to someone?
If I had advice, I wouldn't be here. Oh, if I had advice, you wouldn't have found me for this. Um, God, I think go with your gut. I think that's like go with your gut and ask real questions. Don't be afraid to like be bold in what you're looking for. I think that's like right now I'm scrubbing because I put right in my profile, looking for a partner. I want to do epic shit with somebody, not like I want to be best friends with someone I can't wait to get naked with. That's what I want. Like boldly state what you want because then you're going to get someone who's going to boldly state what they want.